Hello, and welcome back to Mass Effect 3 with Carmen Shepard. We are about to launch one of probably my single favorite mission of the Mass Effect 3 game, and probably one of my favorite missions in the series. Suicide mission, of course, is by far probably the best of all the missions, but this is a really good mission. I enjoy securing the Genophage mission. It's I think got some of the best role playing opportunities, and the thing I like about it is it ties in so much of how it can turn out based on the choices you made in both Mass Effect 1 and Mass Effect 2, whether you had Rex survive Mass Effect 1 or not, whether you saved the cure data or not. Um, all that stuff plays into this mission. I like the way that works out. So that's good, and it really gives you a chance to, in fact, you could role play, and I have been kind of role playing along the lines of how are we going to deal with this mission. That was a huge motivating factor in how Carmen's psychological profile was crafted, was the approach to this mission. So I very much like this mission. So let's do this. Let's land on Tuchanka now that Morden has cured gotten a genophage cure for us, and let's go put it in the shroud. Let's go over there. Oh, and I have a new controller now, or it's not new, but it's a spare controller I hadn't been using. The thumbsticks are a little bit stiffer.
Detected at the landing coordinates.
Joker, what have you got?
Sensors show a Reaper parked at the Shroud facility. No way you're gonna be able to land a shuttle there.
Get everyone assembled in the war room. I want eyes on the Shroud.
Aye, aye, ma'am.
New form of Reaper, Shepard, using Shroud to poison Tuchanka's atmosphere. Problematic.
Cowards! They're afraid to take us head on!
Primarch, we're gonna need your help.
That could be difficult. Our losses on Palaven have been catastrophic.
I think we're gonna go this way.
You said you'd help. It's time to deliver.
What is it you need?
A combined attack. Your people hit the Reaper with an airstrike. Reeve, at the same time, your soldiers will be attacking from the ground. Together, you can draw it away from the tower.
Yes, distraction. Small team can reach Shroud facility, finish synthesizing cure. We'll need Eve to come with us.
We've never faced a Reaper up close like this. Everyone on board?
If you want our help, you'd better be.
That's why I chose that option.
Commander, incoming message marked urgent. I'll put it in the comm room for you.
Dalatrass.
Commander Shepard, we know you've reached Tuchanka. And by now, I imagine Morden Solus has proposed using the Shroud.
You spying on us?
Hardly. The Shroud is the only viable course of action open to you. Commander, you can't allow the diplomatic pressures of this war to cloud your judgment. Do you honestly believe curing the genophage will end in lasting peace?
See, the Dalatrass's opening line there varies based on how you responded back when you first met her. If you said the Krogan deserved the cure, then she says you can't let your misguided sympathies for the Krogan cloud your judgment. But if you say I need this because I need allies, then that's the line she gives, where she says don't let the diplomatic pressures of this war cloud your judgment. Well, Shepard's never been a fan of the Krogan. We never even woke up Grunt in Mass Effect 2. And of course, she killed Rex on Vermeer. She has not really trusted the Krogan. She didn't trust very many aliens. So she basically told the Dalatrass, I need this because this is the price the Turians put on lending their ships to help out us build the Crucible and take back Earth. So she's not been really up on the Krogan and doing this whole Genophage cure thing, but she's had to. She's seen her hand force, and that's what she's going to say here.
No, I don't. The Krogan are too violent, but I don't have a choice here.
Then allow me to offer you one. Years ago, our operatives sabotaged the Shroud facility to ensure what you're planning couldn't be done. Morden will likely detect this malfunction and repair it. But if you ensure that he doesn't, then the cure's viability will be altered just enough so that it fails. No one will notice the change.
You mean trick the Krogan?
They need not be any the wiser. Let Erdnot Reeve believe you fulfilled your promise.
Morden would never stand for that.
How you deal with him is up to you, Commander. We can provide you our very best scientists to build the Crucible, and the full support of our fleets.
If I sabotage the cure.
Think about it, Commander. The choice is yours.
If you think about the Dalatrass's offer, it's actually a little bit screwy. It's, I can offer you all these scientists to help you build the Crucible if you sabotage the cure. But if you don't sabotage the cure, I'm not sure what the hell those scientists are supposed to be working on. And I mean, do they have a super weapon that they're building that they think might be a viable alternative? Then maybe we should shift all our focus to whatever their frickin' scientists are working on. I mean, the offer doesn't make too much sense, but if we ignore the fact that it really doesn't make a whole lot of sense, it does provide us a nice little conundrum. You know, am I going to cure this Genophage? And if you want a Shepard that's more sympathetic to the Krogan, or at least thinks that the Genophage was a war crime, then you can turn down the Dalatrass's offer. On the other hand, if you have a ruthless Shepard like mine, who is considering, well, what's the really big picture here? And the really big picture is, look, we need to defeat these Reapers, and Salarians have some of the best scientists around, and having them work on us with us on the Crucible could help us defeat the Reapers. So maybe we should go that way. So never mind the fact that these scientists really don't have anything better to do with their lives than work on this Crucible. Or if they do, then maybe we should be working on that. If we ignore that silliness and just look at the conundrum in a narrow sense here, yeah, it's a fairly cool choice. Anyway, I love fire explosions. Sorry, Javik, we're going with the fire explosions this time. Okay, you know what? Let's do this. Let's ditch that. There are some longer range encounters here, and I don't need this piercing mod. Ah, here we go. We'll go with that. There's nothing better, right? No, we'll go with that. Ooh, it's kind of heavy. It's not too bad. Do I have anything lighter? I know what I... No. What have I got on this guy? I was thinking about putting an ultralight mod on this guy. Do I have another submachine I could use? Oh, I don't like this guy. What else we got? We got a Predator. Ooh. No, I don't like that. I don't like that. Well, this is all we got. It's a little bit heavy. Alright, well, that's what we're going to do, though. And Liar, I think I'm going to put the piercing mod on here. Yep. And the same goes for you, Edie. Okay, you got a piercing mod on there already. Nothing. Nothing.
I've spoken with the other clans. They're gathering on our secret meeting ground at the Hollows. We'll rendezvous there and take an armored convoy against the Reaper. After today, Krogan's superiority will be obvious to everyone.
Rare opportunity to improve galactic opinion of Krogan. Hope you use it wisely.
Commander, you seem troubled.
Well, I ain't gonna say nothing to these guys.
There's just a lot on the line. I want this to go well.
Have faith. No matter the adversity we face, some moments are destined to happen. This is one of them.
And then the galaxy will have a new power to reckon with.
Reeve, it's Jorgal. The Reapers are attacking the Hollows. Be ready for a fight!
Hang on tight. We're heading in.
Shepard, protect our flank. I'll go pull the other clans out of the fire.
Of course, Rex says protect the female.
Everyone pick your targets and keep an eye on our 6. Now move! Here they come! Push forward. Don't let them get up here.
Shepard, there's hordes of them over here. Defend that shuttle.
Got it! Got it!
I'm climbing that wall there.
Enemies remain.
And so it begins. History will show the clan Urdnot drew first Reaper blood.
No time for bragging. The airstrike is on the way.
Female safe, Shepard. Vitals are strong.
Who let the Salarian onto Tuchanka? They aren't welcome here.
Multiple Krogan. Problematic.
Who are you?
Jorgal. Our clan stretches back as long as there have been Krogan, unlike these Urdnot whelps. I own Varen, who are older than any of them.
Which just means you've been around too long, Tarak. You're weak and tired.
And wise enough to know Salarians can't be trusted.
I don't like either of these options because they're very badly paraphrased and they don't really give you much variation. But we're going to go this way. Or maybe I should stand up for Morden, except it doesn't really stand up for Morden. It says something along the lines of, this Salarian is not your enemy, he's here to cure Genophage. And I forget exactly what it says, but it doesn't really fit with the paraphrase. The paraphrase does not really tell you what it says.
There's no time for this. Whatever grudge you have against Salarians ends right now.
You agree with this, Reeve? We don't forgive our enemies.
And we never will. But the time for revenge doesn't begin until I say it does.
Rawr, rawr.
You can stay here and let old wounds fester as Krogan have always done. Or you can fight the enemy you were born to destroy, and win a new future for our children. I choose to fight. Who will join me?
I don't want to regret curing the Genophage. Do you want this or not?
Of course they do.
Music's really good on this mission.
Krogan ground convoy, this is Turian Wing Artebec. Our flight vector to the Shroud is locked. We're 10 minutes out and counting.
Copy that, Artemek. We're on our way, trying to make up lost time. Shepard out.
I hope you're not serious about avenging the Genophage, Reeve. It would be a disaster for our people.
Our people were made for war. It's what they want.
And you need to be the leader who tells them they're wrong.
Krogan already spread war across galaxy before. Genophage was result. Must learn from that. Otherwise, we'll share fate of ancestors.
And would our ancestors forgive their enemies so easily?
I don't think Shepard's terribly interested in Krogan ancestors, so I'm not going to ask that. We're going to go that way.
You'll be caught in a vicious cycle if you try to avenge the Genophage.
As long as the rest of the galaxy thinks we want revenge, we'll have power. They'll fear us the way Krogan were meant to be feared.
But what do you really intend to do, Reeve?
That would be telling.
There's that look in your eye again, Commander. What's troubling you?
Now, I should say the first time I played this, it was non-import game. I started out in Mass Effect 3, and if you do a non-import game, Eve's going to die, and of course you get Reeve instead of Rex. And under those circumstances, you can actually persuade Morden to not go through with the cure, and he goes off and works on the Crucible. But I didn't know that. I was playing blind. But more than that, I was like, well, they're going to figure it out if we don't cure this Genophage. I mean, I don't know how long Krogan incubation takes and how long, takes for them to, show signs of pregnancy. But, they're going to figure it out pretty quick, and this war isn't going to be over tomorrow or something. I better tell him because he'll figure it out, and then we'll lose the Krogan. And so better not do that. Turns out, of course, if you got Reeve, you can sabotage the cure and get away with it, but not with Rex. If you sabotage the cure with Rex, you can't. So when I played this with the non-import game, when I first played it, I told them, and it wasn't because I thought the Krogan were any good or anything, but it's just like, I figured they're going to find out anyway, but of course they don't. But anyway, Shepard here is like, she doesn't want to tell these people about this stuff, and she's really seriously considering the Dalatrass's offer. Dalatrass is offered to help with the really important thing, which is to help with the Crucible. They got all these scientists, and we could use their help building the Crucible, get it done so we could wipe out the Reapers, and that's what's most important. So she's not really interested in telling these guys about the sabotage.
Just thinking about Earth.
Your courage for my people will be remembered. You won't be alone in your fight.
Why are we stopping?
Reeve, you and Morden stay with Eve. It's looking ugly out here.
Hurry it up.
When does it not look ugly on Tuchanka? No, seriously, it always looks ugly on Tuchanka.
It's dangerous stopping like this.
Yeah, well, that's too bad.
Look at that Reaper. It's like the end of days out there.
Yeah.
I've never seen the sky like that.
No.
And remember to bring it back when you're done, human.
Alright, well, we will. And here's Mr. Combustion Manifold guy. I don't think I'll click on him. Got something to say?
How are we supposed to fight a war without a road?
Well, maybe you should invent tanks so you don't need roads.
Not good at all.
Alright, well,
We
that's...
should investigate why they've stopped.
Salarians don't have this kind of
Yeah, we will eventually, but not in this episode.
us, but they couldn't fix the highway while they were at it.
Yeah, we're going to investigate what's going on in the next episode, Edie. So until then, have a nice day.